17. Adam and Eve blame others for their sin. Then the Lord God said to the woman, "What is this you have done?" And the woman said, "The serpent deceived me, and I ate." Genesis 3:13. Eve was wrong to eat the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. She was also wrong to offer the fruit to Adam. But Adam was wrong to blame Eve for his sin. Adam's sin was his own fault. He should not have listened to Eve when she gave him the fruit to eat. He should have listened to God instead. But Adam chose to listen to Eve, and he chose to disobey God. Adam was also wrong to blame his sin on God. God never does anything wrong. God never makes anyone do wrong either. God does not even tempt anyone to do wrong, ever. God is not responsible for sin. When God finished speaking with Adam, it was Eve's turn to answer to God. The Lord God said to the woman, "What is this you have done?" Just as Adam tried to blame his sin on Eve and on God, Eve blamed the serpent for her wrongdoing. Eve said the serpent, who, as you will remember, was really Satan, had deceived her. It was true that the serpent had deceived Eve, but the serpent did not force Eve to do wrong. Eve chose to do wrong. Her sin was her own fault. Eve ate the fruit because she wanted to eat it. So how did God respond to Adam and Eve? Did he accept their excuses? No, he did not. Adam and Eve were not the ultimate judges of right and wrong. We are not either. There is only one lawgiver and judge, God himself. As the one lawgiver, God had given a law to Adam and Eve. It was a very simple law made up of one single command. They were not to eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Adam and Eve chose to disobey this one good command. Adam blamed both God and Eve for his own wrongdoing. Eve blamed the serpent for hers. But Adam and Eve's excuses did not convince God. Ours do not either. As judge, God has the final decision about who is guilty and of what. Adam, Eve, and the serpent had all sinned against God, and God held them responsible each for their own sins. Adam was guilty of his sin, Eve was guilty of hers, and the serpent was guilty of its own sin as well. It was their job to obey God, but they each chose to disobey him.